I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. And we are live on Sunnyside Nuke. We have UPS and H4K duking it out. The pretty Penne and the tilted togglers. Gotta love those two-word combinations as the fast A-hit is coming out. Jal on top hut, the newest addition to this UPS squad. It's actually Snow and BD to grab those first two. He diverts all the attention from that top hut as the CT's a flurry of frags, and finally some back Jordan. A nice little 2K, but it leaves Werewolf all alone. 3 HP and a dream. It's gonna be difficult, stuck on the back of the site, and finally finished off. Pretty Penne are able to find that first round. I'd say that was just a solid top site hold. Really, every opening duel going their way. Fights at the beginning of the round, and if you can do that, you can win Nuke Pistol. It's rather simple as that. I am Fuffy, one of your casters here. I'll be joined by my good old buddy Hawkish, but I believe we are setting up the audio thing, so I don't know if you all will be able to hear him now. Just know that I can hear him right now, and he is going, caw-caw!
Oh.
As we've now just got, oh, wait, okay. I was like, oh, we've got a round, you know, cooking up there. They forced in. Nope, they're out ramping. They're all dead. Okay. That was a fast 2 rounds. And I assume it'll be a fast third because, what, there's 1, 2 Tech 9s purchased up. No armor needed. Still 3 SMGs on the side of UPS. Nuke is an interesting one. I am assuming this is the UPS pick. It is a map that I'm surprised went through. Because when I look at these two teams, I look at Pretty Penne. Or excuse me, no, it's the H4K pick. I'm being silly. H4K has only played Ancient Anubis Nuke. And Nuke is one of the maps that Pretty Penne did not have the best of win rate on. In fact, a 0% win rate across one map. So I am surprised that they didn't just ban it out. One of your opponent's 3 maps that they're good at. But hey, maybe they've been cooking something up here. It's at least been a strong start so far on the CT side. As now, Werewolf, okay. Might look to put a dampener on that strong start. Another fight on the outside. It's Jal who came up from Secret, and it's Jal who will make sure that the hopes and dreams of the Tilted Togglers eco are crushed. I did some prep for this one. I wanted to get some info on these teams, but I did not prep Nuke at all because it seems so silly for Pretty Penne to have let it through. They're comfortable on basically every other map. Like, I guess they were worried about...
I think I'm here.
What, Mirage? Okay, I guess Mirage was their one worry. Ooh. EDV. Nice little pick off with the op to start things off. Now we're going to turn the attention towards these outside smokes. The wall still up. It allows players to walk down towards Secret. They're going to fight Garage, though. Ooh, and that's just the moment that the opera looked away. But luckily, Bob finna rob Jordan What of his life in this round as BD Vong picks off another.
Yeah, I am around.
And the attention towards these outside smoke. Oh wait, is this Hawkish audio? Is Hawkish in?
No, it should be the right one.
Maybe he's not. Okay. They're all voices in my head for now. As Spacey. The voices of his 4 teammates are in his head. Oh, wait. Are we back to Discord audio? That means Hawkish is gonna be in here. Alright, we're on to this one for the cast. Also, production, I don't want to throw even more on your plate, but I cannot hear audio from the gameplay.
Let me know if it sounds normal now.
I can hear audio from the gameplay! I don't know why I'm turning into an anime.
Hello. Do I sound normal now?
It's not like I like casting Counter-Strike or anything. As we're here now, in a pretty darn good spot, I want to take a peek at the schedule as we take this time out to see the path that these teams have taken. I mean, this one, what, quarterfinals, Pretty Penne had to take down the Argonauts as the Tilted Togglers took first seed, which is surprising because Tilted Togglers at 10-3. Again, they only played 3 maps. You would think someone would just ban those 3 maps against them. But
Come on,
I guess not.
You really expect that to happen?
Yes, I expect that to happen. But also, this is a team that I beat, that Jal, who is now on the Pretty Penne, has beat. So they might be the #1 seed, but they are not undefeatable. And that means that there is some hope for this UPS side, and hope that will continue to rise because of this CT side, though. Now Werewolf, that's a nice opening pick. The MAC-10 finds its head, and yes, that is indeed. That is the firepower that this H4K side can show off. So now they flood into the A side.
It's looking like it's going to push him into a save.
Yeah, I feel like You just when two openings happen on the A site, that's just the save signal. Nothing else that can be done. Good old. I gotta figure out. I think it's BD Vong. Like, that's what feels right to me. The capitalization implies that as well, though our HUD smooths over all capitalization. Thank you, observer. Shout out. Fun fact, all of our observers have continuing education. They're learning to become artists if this doesn't work out. That way they can get paid even less.
Sounds like a Firehawk strat.
Ooh, aggressive start here from the Penne. Bob, all the way up and outside, catches Yes's head, just barely trying to peek up and over.
Parrish really wants this one.
Yeah. And, ooh, finds it. That's an important trade there for Parrish. As now Snow, the next fight, up on the top site, and things swing back towards the Penne. Does well to even escape with their life. Still escapes from the nade. But one's gotten down secret. Beware the pair. On the stair.
Don't you dare.
Ooh. Adding a little dramatic flair with our wordplay as the ramp smoke misses. And that's going to keep the opper there. Keep the opper posted. But they're not going down. Jordan just creeping up close towards the ramp side. Spacey's going to get bombed. You know, maybe I lied. Maybe they are. No, coming back. Okay. Decide against it. Technically the right call. But they have to worry about this close door player. That's going to be the tough one. Jordan with a nice entry, but Jal, the new addition to the team, standing strong. 1, 2, almost 3. Jordan, what? Last alive, 13 seconds. Swims down that vent. And will at least get themselves a bomb plant. Smoke drops on the door.
AVI import.
Yeah. Jal, on a team that did not make playoffs, but beat the #1 team in the league, now facing that #1 team on a new team in the playoffs, and is going to be up 5-1 here on the CT side of Nuke. I would say that's an interesting story. And it's an exciting one to follow. If anything, it makes me want to be biased in my casting.
Ooh, you know we can't do that. No, no, no.
That's true. They'll get me. They'll get me. Who's they? I don't know, but
we're having a good time.
They already got all those people in serious suggestions, so.
He also has smoke wall.
This time they throw a different variation. The double wall up close to the red boxes. One CT playing in it. Perfect
Good
pop flash around. Bob with the layup from BD. Now they just back up. Again, it's like nobody's crossing outside. We got the kill. Put them on the back foot. And every time you get an opening, an advantage like that, Nuke just gets that much easier.
On the classic with Nuke, you get the very slow mid round.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like there's much you can do. You know, on a Mirage, it's like, oh, let's take connector, let's do this. On Nuke, it's like, all right, we go outside, or we sit there.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, there will be an attack on top of many.
Ooh. Bob's trying to suss this one out, but just barely hasn't seen anyone. Finally now dies. And Parrish is allowed to sneak in through the vent. Now stuck here, second vent. This is a position that he loves to play, but no one can assist. No one can assist. Yeah, now It should just be a cleanup. Okay. Up through the wall. Is it Mup or is it Mup?
I'm gonna go with Mup.
MUHP?
Oh, he has an opportunity.
That's a clean second. Oh, Parrish just denies it with the op. I was being silly talking about name pronunciation, then I was like, it's gonna be embarrassing if they win the 1v3.
It almost looked like the tilted togglers toggled.
I mean, who can say what Dibes put in them PC?
Well, actually, at the moment, wonderful observer, there is no vac. They did take it out.
All right, aggression, lobby crunch.
My favorite kind of push.
And the response, they're going down secret, which honestly is a bit scary. If these pistols can end up on close range. Okay, sorry. Honestly, it's a bit contender player.
Oh,
now Snow is close.
Snow.
And Snow
Not
from
like
up close
this.
can grab one with the berries and cherries. Swap to an AK instead, and now, I mean, it's so much pressure exerted. Everybody's dying. Palms are sweaty here in the playoffs. This is for elimination.
Knees weak. Mom's
Arms are heavy. Jal is down secret already, but gets opped by Parrish. And so now Snow has to do it all here. Has to swing wide to find space, and so will get finished off by the AWP of Parrish, who has something to prove against the former UPS that he was once a part of.
I don't know. Admin. Maybe he's cheating.
You know what? Maybe. All I'm saying is I've never seen Dibes drop a map like he did in playoffs that one time.
That one time. Yep. Very insightful.
Okay. My bad. In the Season 6 major final.
That's what... I need that deep. Very intuitive and insightful investigation.
I remember these things because I was there. I was casting Zyra Reflex with his entire mag on a Temple player. Okay?
Like sometimes it takes 2 bolts, sometimes it takes 30.
Hey, it was a good Twitch clip.
Yeah, we can talk about that purple franchise. Now we're talking about the red one.
We are indeed, as red blood is spilled there under Marshmallow, dropping Bob Finna Rob without anything. No robbing to his name. And so now it looks like they just want to go A. Parrish throws a top hut molly. Snow
great position.
Jumps down onto the door to dodge it, yeah. It's a hard one to expect, but also it is a foot that you can notice. They're going to line up a second wave of util before they go out into this A site, though. There's the hut flash. Boom. Another molly.
Oh.
They're out with a first.
All right, Jordan.
Oh, PD off back sight, but you're stuck. They're swinging both sides, and Jal was worried about outside the entire time. Came up secret, but now is useless in this round. Alongside Mup, just smoked off.
They really can't. I mean, they can go for this, but like they don't really have the money.
Yeah, I mean, some of the previous rounds they went for, I don't really know if they could go for it. It's just such a rough spot to be in. And that's going to give H4K 4 rounds, which can definitely be considered a success so far, and they have an opportunity to make it worse for UPS. And Nuke is not a map that you want to let the T side to get an advantage. For sure. I mean, really, these 4 rounds are enough for the tilted togglers, but adding a couple more would be nice for them.
The pretty Penny. They are in fact scared of the possibility, and they're going to force into this.
That's why you take a pause. Is overpass our decider? Is that why we say cash in the HUD? Okay. Thank you, production. So when it says cash, just know that means overpass.
No.
Given
I want to
that
see
location.
cash right now. It has to
I
be
would
cash
love
tonight.
to watch a cash map 3 on this. That would be amazing. Anubis is map 2. The H4K pick. Wait, did Pretty Penne pick into Nuke?
Sounds like a bad decision.
No, but they started CT side, so this had to have been Tilted Toggler's pick. Pretty Penne picked Anubis, which still... It's an Anubis that H4K has played. I don't know. I don't get how you let H4K have 2 of the 3 maps they have played all season. Pick a different map! Okay. Snow up close hut with this MP9. They've bought in here and they want to try and make it work. They don't want this CT side strong start to go to waste here. So Werewolf is that challenge. The AK up close. Jiggling in, jiggles forward, and grabs that kill. Great job to escape. There's a double setup on ramp that these T's do not want to go into. Mup even... This is cheeky, but I like it. Getting close towards vending. And when that first look doesn't work, I mean, this one becomes pretty darn difficult. They're going to back up, but what? You go outside? You really don't have any space. Mup flash forward. They're just pestering and pestering this T side. And UPS are back to their winning ways.
Good call, though, from the CTs to get that control.
They fought just enough to not do much. You know, that Goldilocks zone of aggression. That Goldilocks zone of swinging. Let's hope they don't end up swinging too much now.
Snow in a strong position here to stop this.
Yeah, I don't think they can get past Snow, really. Especially on low HP. Like, Snow's going to get that, fall back. What do you do with 20 seconds left? You're coming up the vent, and... They all went down! Oh, just BD. Here in the lobby. Able to find that one. Jordan's on the site to plant the bomb, but now surrounded. Yeah, nothing you can do. But a bit shocking they even got the bomb down in the first place.
Yeah, they got lucky that BD was still in position to able to stop the push up to A, but just unlucky with the way they landed with the early damage. They just didn't have enough to finish that one out.
Hey, just gotta whittle away at them. When the T-side nuke loses one player, like in a 4v5, T-side nuke, that's probably the worst position to be in the entire game.
I don't know, I feel like a 1v5 is a little worse.
Okay, I meant like, of all the maps where you lose an opening, nuke is the most important on your T-side.
Man, I just have to contradict you a little bit.
I guess Anubis, our next map, losing one on CT side is just about as much of a disaster. It's just, you know, one of those sides that's difficult to play. Ooh, Jordan spots some feet of Bob all the way back in the garage. BD is already dropped because of those outside smokes that came down. And so now the question is, where does this T-side end?
Oh.
And are they ready for it? Bob, ouch. Absolutely eviscerated by Jordan there outside. Wanted to get curious, wanted to see anything top Marshmallow, and instead takes a bullet straight to the head. As now Mup has to turn around. They're worried about this wrap. The entire time that they worry about this wrap, I mean, there's just more and more gaps left on the CT side. This is why you want that opening pick. The thing is, CTs have done well to cover their gaps. Snow fighting on towards Mini, even drops a smoke onto it, hiding second vent. Oh, mollied out, just has to fight with USP. That's difficult. And now this A-hold is on the back of
no.
Chal, and he drops it. Oh no. Unfortunate there from Jal. Doesn't get it. BD, though, up with the no-scope. Goes for one more quickly. Can't get it, but Mupp could be the finisher. Cannot. Werewolf just barely pulls it over the line.
Not gonna lie, I'd be pretty tilted if the man can't hit a flick, but he can hit a no-scope.
That was just a crazy no-scope to come up the vent. I was like, there's no way you're getting up the vent back into this restake. Okay, never mind. Just no-scope it. Why not?
Can't keep getting away with this.
I can't keep getting away with this. I'm joking. They can keep getting away with this. All right. Technically, the Penne have an advantage.
CSC playoffs like this.
You can't win CSC playoffs like this.
This isn't ESEA main.
We need to cast like that. Wait. You can't win the Challenger quarterfinals like this. You don't like my machine impression? I'm starting to get nervous. We're probably what? The
PBS Kids version of it?
The B stream? Which stream are there? Are they A stream? I don't know. The stream that has Europeans on it. Ew. You're a what? Okay. Aggressive peek from Vong, and that's a no-scope that I guess you had to try for because you got no more time to live. Unfortunately. Doesn't hit. You die. So do their chances in this round. Yeah, but Jal does not swing open that door, does not catch the planner, and instead catches an op bullet. Last round, so they gotta go for this. And Snow kind of has to just go huge. What the okay, it won't matter because Parrish is taking down Bob in the meanwhile. Snow backing up. All alone. Blowing up. And then act like you don't know nobody as the Tilted Togglers tie it 6-6. And all I'm saying is if the right team wins the next round. You can't see it, but I'm doing the motion.
No. We're not doing 6-7.
I'm doing the motion right now. They can't see it on stream, but I'm doing it.
Stop it. Bad Fuffy.
All right.
But that does give Pretty Penny a quick 6v6 half. That's exactly what you're looking for out of your T side.
I mean, it's gonna be rough for UPS because their CT side is like more. But H4K is gonna be happy with it. Molly's rained down. The flashes come in for an A exec, but then there's no push. They're delayed by the Molly. They're too late. And so now you're coming out into CTs that are ready for you, but it doesn't matter how ready they are if you shoot them first. Quick double push from the ramp on that flank. It's Jordan who just gets eviscerated. Ouch. It's a rough day to be an H4K player on the top site. They all get headshot one by one. And that means we look at the scoreboard, and what do we got? Tilted Toggler 6.
Stop it.
Pretty Penne 7.
I expected better of you.
This is better. This is
not better. This is disappointing.
Now, H4K just gonna save. I think Pretty Penne need a really strong start here because I don't know how deep their nuke playbook is. They've only played it once in season.
EP say a nuke playbook, unheard of.
Hey, you've got 7 different variations of go outside. That's the nuke playbook, you know. Ooh, a little Dinksky, another one there for Spacey. They're making it costly, but Snow has a Mag-10 and is not worried about pistols whatsoever. Wait, pause, Parrish AK, picked up off the ground, quick little double on the spray. Another one flicks to the head of Jow! Parrish just with an AK kills all of them!
What an ending. Not the round you expected to see after what the way that started.
How do you do it, Parrish?
I think the admin may have toggled.
The admin toggled.
Well, check PC.
Tilted Togglers. Gonna love that one. Literally the best possible outcome. Lose the first round, win the second one, and have money because you were saving.
That puts UPS in a bad spot after gratefully taking the pistol. Now they're going to be in a 4-spy situation.
I mean, really, they've saved on this. Gone for the Snow Hero AK. I like it because of how shitty their economy is, but, like, the economy's in the dumps because of the fact that they just lost an unlosable round. They let Parrish into a position they didn't cover the one gap.
Come on.
And it put them in a rough spot.
CSC. No rounds unwinnable, or unlosable, I should say.
Every round can be lost. I gotta say, it's a special talent of these players to be able to lose some of these rounds. I've done it myself. I've worked to develop that talent of throwing.
Some of our rounds this season can be very tilting.
But hey, all that matters is that when it matters, you lock in. This H4K side has been taken down before, and I was the one who did it. Well, to be fair, it was a strong CT side that took them down, and it was on a completely different map of Ancient. And so now, it's got to be a T side comeback here from the pretty Penne. And I've got to say, T side nuke does not usually look pretty.
No. T-side nuke is normally very messy. That in and of itself can be the beauty of nuke.
You know, sometimes you make it a pasta and it's a little bit messy.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Parrish. Contact on ramp, but falls all the way back. Doesn't want to give up anything against this low buy. Knows exactly what it's like for ecos to succeed. As now, yes, the AK is there for backup. Snow will get one, and they'll flood these B back halls, but getting out into the site is going to be difficult. Bomb up on the ramp. And nowhere to go but forward.
Oh.
Okay, Snow.
Bad swing
first one. Parrish. A couple unfortunate misses, and now naded out means that
this gives Snow an opportunity.
Snow just has to chase. It's one bullet and dead here for yes. And Snow clears it!
Oh, no.
You said it has to be messy. But they get it done in the messiest possible fashion. What, 2v4 there?
H4K,
Snow with the opener and
you
the
had
closer.
the man advantage.
We say it again and again, but then they don't play together. You end up separated, and you end up going down. One rifle is all these teams need to turn around on its head, and once again we tie 8-8.
Did ask, how do you lose an unlosable round? You know, you give them solo fights.
Indeed. Ooh, but yes, this is a solo fight that a lot of players love to take. Gotta say, it's a hard clear from the T's, but an easy trade there. It's now 1-for-1. The info for the CT side is that yes, they can cross. And the response is to drop Jordan.
Eric needs to join him because again they're just keep putting themselves in untradeable positions. But good trade there from Parrish, being able to give them the man advantage. And it's tough sell for the T's to take this one.
Yeah,
one gets one, but they still got the lurk.
Long has to come up huge. No, doesn't expect hut.
We'll say. Completely unrelated topic. Bar food. It's amazing.
Okay, I hear the num 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 num.
Num num num. Delicioso.
I'm just over here with my cough drop. Shout out to being sick. I'm glad I am much
suffering
less
from
sick
the
now.
lettuce fiasco.
Luckily, no. I think that would be worse than coughing my lungs out. Oh, okay, you know what? Just go fast. All they needed was a pace change, because of course we're gonna just keep tying this game up. Never mind,
Well,
we're not gonna keep tying this game up.
I guess we're just going to, you know, spam smokes. Easy kills, right? That's the strat.
Ooh, Jowl with this AK. I think is really the win con in this round. Snow on second vent, they have to cross, they have to look in that direction, but Snow even fights forward straight into it, realizes that hopper, I'm just gonna swing. You can't beat my running MP9 and Snow. I love the confidence on this one. They're just.
I mean, he has their top
that
frag right now, really giving them an oomph that the T side needs, especially on Nuke.
they are the
Gotta
reason.
have some aggression.
The reason that the PP are still in this one.
Well, the PP now have won several eco rounds that can be absolutely devastating for a CT side trying to hold
But
on.
now don't lose to an eco. Back up,
Okay,
BD.
Byung, why are you still fighting this? This is what's gonna get you. Yep, you cannot stay.
Staying there is going to get you killed. Give them another gun.
I've been in
And
many
all
a
that
demo
Parrish
review.
needed was an AK. And now Parrish has an AK-47, 67 points of health. And has slipped down the
And
vent.
this retake is on.
This is a scary one. Bob, alone at the single door. Going to get challenged here soon. Yes, swinging straight into it. And Bob finds both.
What a hold.
That's absolutely huge. Now Jordan has the AK in hand and is going to hold on to it for the next round. Pretty Penne pull ahead.
And that was a round that really could have gone horribly wrong. They did get lucky that they're able to hold on. Great hold from Bob Finnerob to give them the man advantage, but you gotta be careful. I've been in many a demo review from Fuffy himself or the ever-lovable Donkey where you see pistols, run. Hopper, no stay.
Get the hell out of there.
You have to vamoose as quickly as possible, and unfortunately, or I should say fortunately for them, Bob is able to bail them out. After, you know, he hasn't had the hottest of starts, so great time to come in clutch.
I love Bob on that CT side. Had a good ability to find those openings on the outside, but has been rather quiet since they started hot on the CT side. Now, double spray down, pretty darn clean. And it's a tactical timeout now. Pretty Penny want to take some time to talk things over, to think about it. Really makes
If
you
I'm
think.
Pretty Penny, potentially they just want to make hey guys, we gotta stop this force wars. We got to get the economic advantage so they can try to close this one out. Which it's very ironic that right now both teams are leaning a positive C-side.
It's kind of crazy that it's just been like low by partial craziness from both
Is it
of
crazy
these sides.
or is it just CSC COVID?
You No, it is very amazing CSC coded. Oh, that's how you deal with an eco. You have your gun out, you play together, you back up a little bit, and you shoot
I
them.
heard that.
I think that was on the Firehawk side. I heard a can opening. Production is enjoying a Pepis.
No, I think production's enjoying. Oh, the Bepis.
Shout out.
Now you're making me jealous. I might have to introduce a Bepis into my environment.
Bomb has been planted.
I thought you were about to say into my mouth.
I mean, yeah, that's part of my environment.
That's true.
As a great round from the Pretty Penny. Now give them 11 rounds and pretty sizable advantage.
Shout out. I feel like though the thing is with the CT side, there's not a ton that they need to change. It's just get the economy back on track, and then don't lose to these fast rounds. If they can do that, the rest should come naturally.
Thing is, the CTs cannot lose this round. They are full bought in. This will be, in fact, their last shot to get back into this with a good economy. And it's very interesting. Another tactical pause coming in for the T side. They want to get this right, and it looks like they're taking a long thought to what they want to see this round turn into.
I will say, though, a little bit more saving from the tilted togglers, and that economy could have been in a better place from the start. Some of these rounds, you don't gotta go for it, you know? Shout out Jane.
Well, you don't, but you do, but you don't. But sometimes you just do.
That, you know, the voices might tell you you do. But you
I
don't
hear
actually.
voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand.
That was like when you were in a Discord call for 24 hours. People just join in and start saying things.
I was
You're
locked
like,
in and
the
an
voices are
amazing
extra
prep
loud today.
to lose my first round of playoffs, you know.
Heck yeah. Alright. Outside spam coming through. Safe play from the tilted togglers.
Painting him like the Mona Lisa, but not quite landing on target. As I think the push is coming. Oh.
Finally gets him. Yes, and Parrish combined, but one player is down secret. And Werewolf is looking at it a little bit, but
Very gel. Having some impact.
with Jordan dying there on the aggressive push, this makes it scary. Where do the CTs want to put their attention?
Hey. We don't want to mention that player.
Sorry. It makes it spooky.
Spooky.
Okay,
Oh,
Spacey
Spacey.
has gotten space in towards lobby, but now has to escape.
Come on, you cannot get a good kill without over swinging immediately after.
It's smart to not.
It's in the book of
The Book of North America, as now Snow looks to fight one and done, and so these two players now going down secret, excuse me. The response is Parrish to drop. And Molly himself!
No, Parrish!
Oh no!
Parrish, no!
Luckily, no one was holding that side of the vent. And the plant before the smoke is up!
No!
They have to chase it down, but now BD Vong left alone. Door open, closed.
The door closed.
Parrish is just hiding.
Counter-terrorists win.
And the CTs will win it.
Around.
Parrish wants to chase too, but Parrish, your
Parrish, no.
economy's not good.
Parrish, you didn't need to swing that.
What did you say about NA?
Every good kill must be followed by an aggressive overswing. Book of Liquid.
Speaking of Liquid, I'm excited for this new Penne-centered roster that's going to be debuting tomorrow.
Very exciting indeed. Shout out Team Liquid.
And JT, we trust.
All right, the buy still for this T side.
Yeah, this went from a round previously that you just thought, again, Pretty Penny had it in the bag and gives H4K new life.
Yeah, I mean, H4K, they've been in this one the entire time. Even if it seemed like Pretty Penne pulled ahead on this T side,
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
it's not telling the whole story to just look at the score line, because it was a lot of ecos, you know, a couple of crazy wins from Penne.
We are about to see if the impact of Parrish not saving is going to affect him here, as the rough buy for Yes could have been saved if Parrish had an AK. So we'll see if that does affect him.
Parrish making that M4 work to find a frag. As Mup,
no.
2 picks towards the outside, and now they're going to turn their attention towards A. Walk up close mini, Jordan swings
Jordan
all
gets
the way
2.
up the vent and grabs 2, but BD Vong a double back. Parrish
Oh, can
stuck
Parrish do it
alone
again?
in towards
Can
the
Parrish
hut.
do it again?
BD Vong clears it,
The
reads
no
it,
scope.
knows that the only gap is that hut side and plays it so smartly. The Opper, the star of the Pretty Penne, BDVONG, grabs the no scope and puts them on map point.
He is in a zone, 27 and 14. That was such a heads-up play. Most players will just plant and tell their teammate to cover. He said, no. Not only do I want this kill, I'm a no-scope him for the flare.
We love to see it. We love to see it indeed. As now, another day, another default with outside pressure. Yes,
Oh
Deagle
my god,
up
yes,
close.
yes.
This force buy, they've got to make something of it. And yes has done good at the start.
Oh no.
Jal just playing safe onto lobby. They know, low buy,
Oh,
we just play back. We just play safe. Still gets 1 up close, 5-7, barely doesn't get it. And that might be the duel that decides the game. Snow staying alive in lobby, grabbing that second kill. And at this point, I'd love to see these teams wrap inside. I would love to see it.
oh.
But instead, they're going down.
It does give them new life.
And there's a brief moment of opportunity where if these CTs could have gotten close, they could have gotten some favorable fights. But instead, they're left
They do opt for
wondering.
the
They're left
guns. So
guessing.
it is a gamble that they felt like they had to take, and we'll see if it bears fruit, because they're going to end up in a retake situation. But Mup is giving them enough time to get into position before a plant. Question is yes, bite. Yep. Mup is looking for the drop down. I don't think Mup was expecting the second one, but he does give away his spot, and now UPS in a great position to close this one out, and they do
it.
as UPS take map number 1 on Nuke.
The number 1 seeded team drops in the first map. Impressive work there for the Pretty Penne. As now they've got Anubis to look forward to, a map that both of these teams are comfortable with. But when you look at the Tilted Togglers, they've got 6 wins on it, 83%. I mean, this one's not over. Pretty
No,
Penne
it
picked
definitely is
into
not.
Anubis.
Yeah, so
But
they
Tilted
are going to go
Togglers,
into
I mean,
their
it's
map
their most
pick,
comfortable
but
map.
Yeah, it's gonna be the question's gonna be, do they have a good plan? Because H4K probably thought they had a great plan on Nuke, and then now this leaves them in a very uncomfortable comeback situation on the UPS map pick. So this is exactly what you're the kind of situation that you want to find yourself if you're UPS. But H4K now, they have to go to the drawing board. Hey guys, we cannot let this happen on Anubis. We let them have a great CT half, and they just didn't take advantage. So we'll see how it takes on Anubis, which is a more T-sided map. So it's going to be a flip side of the strengths that they had on Nuke, which is maybe perhaps a little bit more CT-sided.
And also, we're going to look at the fact that H4K recently dropped an Anubis to FNL, which, I mean, that's a rough one to be dropping so close to this playoff game where now you have to win on Anubis. And so it'll make you think, but then you look at every other map that they have played of Anubis, and they have won it, and they've been winning pretty darn confidently. I mean, this is one where I think their individuals just show up. They're comfortable on it. They're comfortable with the mid-round of Anubis. But I think that they're lacking some depth against a really good Anubis team, which, I mean, if Pretty Penne are prepped, just like it seemed like they were prepped on Nuke, this might be a rough one.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
think it's going to
guaranteed
come down to
that map
see
three.
what kind of performance you get from some of these star players beyond with, I believe, a 27 kill game coming out of Pretty Penny. If he can have a similar level of impact as the Opera, that's going to make it very tough for H4K to dig back into this one. Anubis, such a T-sided map. If you're getting openers on the Op, that makes it a lot easier for your Ts to really confuse and maneuver around a map that kind of relies a lot on that canals control.
Yeah, and I want to talk about Canals Control just for a second, because Canals Control is something that Tilted Togglers, they don't really go for. They'll fight every once in a while. They'll flank through canals. They'll drop hole if they're feeling crazy, but they don't consistently smoke T stairs on their CT side. And like they did it 4 rounds out of like 5 or 6 games that I watched, where they would smoke stairs. And so that's a gap that they're leaving open. And that's one of the things that can be exploited. At the same time, though, I mean, Pretty Penne, they've recently added JAL. That it's going to change up their Anubis a little bit. We'll see if they have an answer to this, whether they've noticed these same gaps and decide to exploit it. But all of that will be decided on map 2, which is coming up very soon. It's the number 1 seeded Hacker Haven's Tilted Togglers just dropped a map to Upsetty Spaghetti. Will we see an upset? Tune in soon to find out. We'll be right back.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
You would imagine that a team whose initials are PP would be pretty good at the pistol, but we will see.
There you go.
As this here is the map pick of oh, interesting. UPS opting for that CT side. Something I did not notice previously in the preview. As now a exec, but it's a fake, comes through. The lurk smoke in front, 4 walking mid. Oh, that is a rough thing to discover if you are a snow. As now the T's are going to riot straight through the temple. Jal stuck between a rock and a hard place here at long. It's Mup who's going to be able to catch one out, though, looking towards the spawn. And the fact that Jal has lived here on long means that this CT side has a decent avenue back in. It's temple and now the take back into main that are the gaps here. Werewolf, this fight up on temple is everything and loses it out. Oh no. Jordan finds one back, but Mup is just up close on the bomb. Oh, they didn't realize that E-Box is still a gap. And so now they have to find out that E-Box player. It's yes alone. One tap, one trade frag back from Bob, and a pistol round for the pretty Penne.
Did want to throw it out there, Mr. T Noodle in the chat, the OG creator of the Pretty Penne. Glad to see him sticking around, supporting his old franchise.
This guy literally made Upsetty Spaghetti a thing. When everyone had me in Photoshop, not knowing how to make logos as their logo, and then T Noodle shows up with a professionally designed logo. He was kind of mogging. Now we've got some cool logos all around. I will admit, better than what I made. Even though I like mine. As now, we get to watch this buyback here from the T side. As they're just playing a slow spread default.
We do love a good old force war. You know, Anubis does normally tend to lean a little bit more aggressive or quicker, but so far, really slow playing the round. As right now, the
Deep
Ts are just
middle.
waiting. Yeah, they're just waiting for any aggression from the CTs.
The fact that they got
maybe a
deep
second
mid
or two.
space, like, that's a good sign for them. But the response here from the CT side is good to be doubled up main. This main fight is
It's gonna come a nice
huge.
fight.
Oh, and Bob just
There's a
swings
lot of
into
purple.
Werewolf. Absolutely beheads the Werewolf. Those bullets must be made of silver. As now, with the main advantage, they just play it safe. These T's know that A main is
Oh,
the spot
no.
that you need on the retake. Jordan wants to push forward because of that, but they just die one by one by one. And so
That
UPS,
was really well played.
that was a great second round.
Really well played from the CTs in a force situation. They didn't overswing or panic. They just held for the space that they had, and that gave them the opportunity to retake with the man advantage. And that's exactly what you want to see from a team that not wanting to get into a force war situation. And that's going to put H4K in a precarious economic position.
Yeah. So, they're just going to grab a couple pistols. We've seen them win crazy rounds like this before. We've seen Perish with a scavenged AK. But this time here on their T side, they just want to move quickly in towards A. And they are met with nades as they smoke it off and run through. BD wants to play anti-flash, and they're close! You hear util popping! You know it's a low buy! Why are you up close? Oh, a tragic mistake. Now Jal here in the heavens has to have some kind of divine intervention because everyone else has died. Yes, with a clean 1 dig. And Jal, I mean, what are you even going to do? You know that bomb was down, but he has to worry about every single angle. And yeah, his first fight won't go his way. It's Perish with the picked up rifle. And it's H4K with the first round out of basically nothing.
Look, it's just another round where you see the Book of Liquid come back out. One in a low economic position went out. Yes, now it's looking like now UPS is in a low buy situation. We're gonna see what kind of reaction that they have.
But I've seen Snow with a pistol.
Setup.
I've seen Snow with a pistol before.
I've seen Jowl with a pistol.
I've seen him die a lot with pistols. But I think that's just the AVI curse talking. Jowl solo here towards mid house. Bob is up on this smoke and cleared by Yes, but ooh, spray just slightly too shaky. Bob finna rob that first pick away. Parrish expects the close position from Chow. Now he swings in. Yeah, Bob was a bit too low for that one, and so Parrish has opened up an avenue straight down into this A site. They'll get the bomb brought all the way around. And nothing else should stop this H4K second round, as they will tie us up here on the T side of their map pick.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
And again, I want to say, the previous map and this map are two of the maps that H4K plays. And H4K had only ever played 3 maps coming into this. And I am shocked that they are not being brought to a different one. We finally are going to see a different map if we go to map 3 of Overpass. But if H4K lose, they will have only played the double A's and Nuke.
I will say, to UPS's credit, they did take map 1. So it did work out in their favor. And sometimes you just have to, you might want to be taking the approach of the devil I know versus the devil I don't. They had a lot of maps to be able to prepare for what H4K likes to do and potentially anti-strat. And then maybe they prefer to have that advantage versus trying to play them on maps that they have no history on.
You know what? You make a compelling point.
That do be my thing.
But I will still crash out over it. No.
I mean, you crash out overall every time you demo review my team, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, I crashed out a couple of times.
You're
okay.
wrong.
You know what?
You're wrong.
The production does not make a compelling point. In fact, everyone in the chat, please tomato the production.
No. Give them a big, nice, clean wipes.
Okay, well, I haven't showered in like 2 days, so that one might be true. As the A site is left empty from a gamble stack, UPS, again, don't got much money this round. So,
dude wipes.
bomb should go down. I'm fine. I've been sick. I haven't gone out. I haven't been outside. I haven't interacted with people.
Isn't that normal though?
I interact with like a couple people sometimes.
Not many.
I have online school.
Just
I kind of like Jal just sitting there. I know it won't do anything, but imagine he had a kitten smoke. It's fun to imagine
I
sometimes.
would have waited till the bomb was just into a ninja situation.
Till you're at like 7 seconds, you walk out,
Yeah.
you tap it, force them back.
Come on back, boys. Come and meet your maker.
This recent update, technically, I think it might make the bomb on this map more deadly.
Yeah, but now it makes walls stronger and act like, actual walls.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
But
pretty
like
safe
just
the
this
second you
map
just get out of
specifically,
aiming.
because there's not a lot of walls, just like A main is one straight path. Whereas you used to just be able to walk back in main a little bit and be like, well, I'm barely going to take any damage because the bomb on this map was teeny tiny. Because T-side doesn't have enough already. H4K, this being their specialty map. Let's see, is there a reason? Aggressive mid-take here. Just sending Spacey and Spacey alone, but BD just backs up enough and finds that op pick. An opening for UPS. They might be able to get themselves back into this one. Back on the round count. As now, double setup on the B site. It's Mup, the first to fall, and Snow has to do it all here. Beautiful lineup. 1, 2, a third from far. Pistol out. Make it 4. No. Werewolf on just 8 HP. The last bit of hope. The dying light will flicker away. And Pretty Penne, another one. That's third on the board for a CT side that, I mean, really? 5 rounds is great. They're already at 3.
Yeah. And that's for a CT side, being able to get 4 or 5 rounds is kind of where the target. Obviously, anything more than that, it's just icing on the cake.
Anything more like, you know, 6 or 7.
Crazy. Hey. Buffy, need help.
I'm exactly where I want to be.
Casting with Hawkish, I know.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Tomorrow at like midnight, I leave for an East Coast flight to go to the beach and be on vacation.
Hey. Don't talk about beaches out here.
KG who?
Dreaded traitor.
Ayo. Alright. Double mid take again. H4K have been pretty good at taking mid here. It was the op that picked them off once, but now the op will be over towards A side. And, I mean, when you lose mid, it can be a little bit tough. That's kind of why you see a lot of teams dump util mid, especially early. That smoke actually might be huge. Because it delays this. It stops this split from even really being a split, because now Spacey has to run through it. Jordan as well. They don't know where to look. Finally fragged, but BD Vong up in heaven, alive the entire time, picking them off one by one. Parrish is going to come down the other side, finally find the trade, but now they're in towards main. This player's all the way up already, and yeah, Parrish, you're not ready for that. You're not ready for mupping all over the place. 2K to end it.
Yeah. I don't love the swing there from Parrish. I think you wait to hear the drop on the site. Because you're just giving your teammate up for the easy kill in that situation. You gotta stay alive. I think in Parrish's spot. Let the other team overswing first.
Yeah. Hey, bait your team. That's what Hawkish says.
Yeah, it's a very tried and true mantra of the AVI culture.
We're masters, one might say.
Very experienced, one might say.
You wanted to know why we had cams on this stream. Anyways, 4-3, Pretty Penne.
That silence out there.
Pull up the advantage now.
I'll just tactic time out. I gotta see what time this liquid matches tomorrow.
Okay, buddy. Bro thinks he's on the team.
Nah, it's just priorities. I gotta see what time I gotta get.
I've gotta say, I love how whenever anything happens to Liquid, people ping you. They're like, at Hawkish, what are your thoughts? How does this affect you?
Yeah, I gotta
okay,
see
4-1.
Liquid take on Vitality tomorrow. I'll lose. But, it's a BO3. You never know.
The one interesting thing and the one note that I took about this map for H4K as Anubis is I literally have written down eco/half-buy equals B hit. They're on a low buy here. They go B. They love to keep it simple. Ancient, it's the same way.
Simple, you say. Or Ukrainian like?
Yeah, they love to keep it simple from my favorite two teams, the Saudi one and the gambling one.
You know? Gambling one is looking pretty fun these days.
Looking pretty exciting. But a lot of it hinges on that Opper coming alive, which, I mean, right now we look at this UPS side. Their Opper's coming alive. BD energy. Fragging left and right. Swinging that
BD
big green around.
Long, you might say.
Shout out. Might even find the final kill.
Oh,
Instead,
no.
Jordan.
We cursed him.
That's a
We
nice
has to curse
jiggle.
him.
My bad, my bad. Luckily, we did not curse Jal.
Never cursed
Shout out to
He's
Jal.
the GOAT.
And that's another one for the Penne. I've got to say, the more juicy the CT side looks, the more nervous I am. Tilted Togglers. They are facing an uphill battle when the sides swap.
This has been the kind of season, playoffs-wise, where a lot of top seeds, regardless of tier, are going down. The fun story is contender that the top 4 teams are all out of playoffs already.
Damn. Oh, damn,
What
Mup.
a great spray transfer from Mup, giving them the man advantage.
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
the
Mup
93
has
one.
been my favorite player to discover in this game.
Upping it out. And
Oh, I'm upping
BD
it.
Vong continuing is Vong half. Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
This has just been rough for the Tilted Togglers. Running into the op, not able to get too much going, and it's aggression. Swinging out of E-Box early. I mean, Mup doing that, that's the kind of thing that you love to see on a CT side of a map that is definitely not CT-sided.
Bob, the silent assassin for them at 9-5, but we've seen a lot of impact, I'll say, from the Vong and Mup duo on B. If they can continue this level of half, that's going to put them in a really strong position. But it looks like we're going to need a technical pause. We do not know how long this will take. So, Fluffy. You know what? 6-3. If you're you're an IGL, right? So, what would you say to your team if you find yourself in this position?
I would be like, guys, what the hell? No. Honestly, you just play it round by round because, like, Anubis, while it is not CT-sided, you can pop off on the CT side. So they just need a couple of rounds. They need a buffer going. Like H4K doesn't want to get eliminated here. And in order to not get eliminated, they just need to focus on it by the round. They need to not overthink, because the more nervous they get, the worse they will play. This is the reason why you say, like, these top seeds are dropping out of playoffs. Part of it is the pressure of coming in as that top seed. Once something goes wrong, everything can just evaporate in front of your eyes. And so, like, you need to, if you're an IGL, you need to sort of take that responsibility and say, okay, I'm going to do all the stress, all the figuring out what the call is, so that my players don't have to think. Because the more you think, the more things can go wrong, because playoffs are a breeding ground for overthinking.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a small break, and we'll see if we're back very quickly. Could be a couple seconds, could be a couple minutes, but we'll be right back. And it's looking like we're just going right back.
We go back to the gameplay. That's hilarious. I blew the audience a kiss for what? Oh, Jal wants to drop a molly, but just getting ran over. Spacey's picked up an AK, and I mean, an aggressive play straight out of the tech. I kind of like it, but I like that from Snow. The rotate back finds those frags. There's a player entrenched in towards A main. Werewolf Up close, yeah. There's 3 players where that came from. Going to be a very difficult one. As now Spacey swings the lineup only gets 1. And so Jordan has to come up clutch straight from the cam side. Going to get a molly at his feet, forced to swing in forward, fragged down, and Snow, a heroic 2K in towards mid to start this retake off. As Pretty Penne,
Wow.
they've won the half.
Yeah, they're now in a dream scenario. 7-3 with rounds to go on CT Anubis. An unheard of position in most cases.
Now, I want to say, basically all of the wins for H4K, except for like a couple of later ones in the season, basically all of their wins have been like 13-10, 13-11, 16-14, 13-10, 16-14. Like, they've been grindy games. They've been longer games. But they've been close. And so what I worry about is, do they have that special sauce that takes them over the line? Either they're going to make this one close and grindy and win it out, and we're going to be like, oh, that's the H4K sauce. That's why they're 10-3. But, like, realistically, I'm a little bit nervous that instead we're going to discover that, like, they've been winning out these close games, but really it's been coin flips, and this time the coin has not flipped in their favor. You've got to show why you're more than just luck on the day. That's what playoffs is all about. Unless, I guess, you can get lucky every day, but that's a skill in and of itself.
I mean, if you take a little bit of Felix Felicius, you might be able to do that. But I don't know if we have that readily on hand. Or power weapons for Constantino.
Mup, one and done towards the E-box. Snow, the other V defender here. Jiggles finds the op-out, instead fighting on towards the E-box side. And Snow a second AK headshot. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Goodness.
BD Vong does not catch the cross. Molly down, will
Molly
not find the kill.
Oh.
Nade does
Oh, he looked
either,
back
and
at
Jordan fights in towards Jal. BD Vong wants to fight as well. Nothing. And so H4K turn this one around. They turn it around here just for a moment, though, because wait a minute. You guys got to turn around and look towards E-box, because that is where Bob comes from, and he is finna rob the round away.
I do not think that H4K were expecting another person coming in from E-box. They were not really prepared for it, and they just left Bob with a good swing, and it really just came down to that final fight as to who would be able to take it. But again, H4K giving Pretty Penny the ability to come back into rounds at man disadvantages, and that is going to put them on an 8-3 insanely strong half so far, with the opportunity here to get this to 9. Like an early push towards mid as
Mid
players
is
trying to take some space.
Mid has been the one good thing for H4K.
Here comes
The thing is, UPS has done well to recognize, okay, we're going to drop smokes to delay. We're going to take A main instead. This time they're a bit stuck on the sites, but again, there's not enough B pressure from the H4K side, and so we just see a complete stack over towards this mid and A. And I don't care how good your split is. If it's into 4 people, it's going to be very, very difficult. Paris just waiting up close. We can see Spacey along with them. They have no util to cut this off. And so they have to walk in, and they're going to get shot the exact moment that they do. Ooh, waiting to cut off the rotates, though, instead. A smart decision. As now Spacey. What a headshot from Spacey! Yes, yes, now double entry into the site. And I guess that's one way to do it.
And there we go. H4K is able to claw one back to turn this into 8-4, but it's not a half that you want to be in on a T-side Anubis. So still a big hill to climb for H4K to get back into this one.
Quite a hill indeed, but they've done plenty of climbing up the standings in the regular season. Perhaps they will summit this one here in playoffs.
Summit G?
We don't talk about that guy. Okay, he's old news. All right. We talk about the new stars.
Old news.
You ever?
He just got joined a team. He's
Okay.
current news.
An open 9-10 team?
No. I believe it was a main team.
Okay.
Mains, one of the two.
He's playing with the same people that just play CSC on the weekends. All right.
Hey, we got some really strong players. Shout out Jason.
Oh, Parrish. What a sneaky position, but Snow clears it. A bit too sneaky for his own good. Now Jordan wants to cut them off. Mupp stops just at the right spot to make Jordan's crosshair placement useless. And Snow can cut every single rotate here in through mid. Yeah, great job just finding him in the back. A couple back shots will destroy Spacey, but yes does trade.
Pause.
And so technically they're going for this one because Jordan has a kit, but like, are they really going for it? Is there really even a chance here? Yes all alone and make it no. Pretty Penne. They went out that pistol. They're getting close to double digits. And the Tilted Togglers have got to be sweating.
Yeah, back shots and yes, a good way to win a round.
Back shots and yes, we call that one consent. Anyways. On to this one, round 14. It's a low buy. And of course you bring low buys towards B, so why not stack the USPs on that same exact site? There's a lot of pistols up close, and this one's looking scary, but they still want to go for it. They still want to go, and that is a mistake. Oh no, into the meat grinder, and that is exactly what H4K needed. It seems like every single second round, they just have something. They did it on Nuke, and now here on Anubis.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. UPS not getting the kills, putting them in a weird spot.
Quite a strange predicament, one might say.
Strange indeed. But it is the kind of round that H4K needed to get back into this one. Now that's going to give him round number 5. Maybe gives them a little bit of an opportunity to get another if the eco does not go great for UPS. But, however, as we have quoted a couple, or at least I have quoted a couple times, the Book of Liquid. Ecos, great way to lose a round.
It's true. Not everyone is liquid. Okay. Some teams are a bit more solid. They don't make those kind of mistakes.
It is the blue side.
That, I can't argue against colors. I learned those back in preschool, and yeah, you're right.
Were you in an accelerated program?
Yeah, I learned shapes too. Not to brag.
Not to brag, got the tier 1 head start.
Not to brag, but I know all about my shapes.
All about your shapes? Oh my god. I'm sure Firehawk is wanting to mute both of us in the background. As we get started on this half, it's looking like a force coming out of UPS, so
go for
might
it.
end up being a double save if they aren't able to get the kind of run that they're looking for. But they are having the lone player trying to fight for A main control. If they are able to take this pick off immediately, that it's going to give them the opportunity to get onto A, but they are walking into this one.
Jordan backs up, though. Doesn't want to be left all alone. That's a smart play there.
All alone. No one else to find me.
And now we just see silence across the map. UPS. They've got basically a full kit of util on Bob. And otherwise, I mean, it's going to be tough. They have to decide where to go, what to fight, who to fight. Has now that little bit of pressure in towards A. This is a fake. They're going B. They have to be. Util raining out, and it's drawn some rotation. It's drawn Yes to peek forward and to get fragged and found out. Spacey left alone, drops a molly, but Mupp is straight through the B main smoke. That molly will buy time, but they've already gotten the space on the site. Mupp now traded out as Parrish decides to swing and swings into his demise. Man advantage and bomb down here for the Spaghetti. As now, this pretty Penne side, they just need 2 more frags to find double digits. A masterfully deployed fake here. Playing on the fact that, I mean, H4K had to be nervous. They had to be like, this is a low buy, they're committing, but no. Perfectly done, well called, and 10 on the board for the Penne.
It's more solid, you said they might be.
A little more solid than Liquid.
I don't know. Lost round is a lost round. That does put UPS on double digits, and it's a great spot for them to be as putting H4K in a weird force buy. Want to smoke?
Oh. L smoke.
More nan smoke.
Shout out to the NA nades. Mid molly coming through. That's a classic lineup. Been a while since I've seen that one thrown. As now they're just gonna walk it together. And I love how the pretty Penne are just playing it simple. Fighting, swinging together. Parrish alone is tasked with the defense of this mid. And again, we see H4K starting 3B. They did it last round, but then ended up backing off of B because of all of the A pressure that turned out to be a fake. Now it's flash over. Jordan, was that on burst? Misses both bursts in an unfortunate sequence, as now Parrish has to try something huge. Only finds 2 though. And a 2K hold not enough when your teammate goes down instantly. Yes, smoked off at the pass. Spacey mollied in towards heaven. And really, there's no way back into this one. H4K, you should be saving your guns. I say should because I think they want to do this.
I think Spacey wants it.
But surely not. Surely not, Spacey. Surely not, because now you die. Now you lose everything. Everything is gone. This next round, they're gonna go down again. Like they don't have a buy. They don't have anything. This, I guess, is a save. And there's no way they win another eco, and so that gives series point away to their opponents. Tilted togglers, I mean, that seems like a little bit of tilt coming in with that mistake made there.
Everything falling apart for the #1 seed, and like you said before, it might be the pressure getting to them, and UPS has to be playing with a ton of confidence. They have an 11-5 lead. They have the economy. All they have to do is continue to play their game and letting the rounds come to them.
All they have to do is be solid and not liquid.
You know, maybe be a nice pasta.
A good old al dente, as Mupp finds the first one in the fight towards mid.
And that's the first 2.
There's more where that came from as these CTs shift to double A setup. But losing one on E-Box B means it looks like that's where the T's will go. Bob just playing the lurk in towards mid, and this round is quite impossible for the H4K side. Okay. And now, with this one, with this round got. Oh, okay,
he wanted the knife.
But don't do it to him.
That would be the most disrespectful thing to do in playoffs.
I love it.
I know that you're down. How about I kick you? Thoughts?
Yes.
Unfortunate.
Falls. Everything's board wiped clean. The last little bit of money in the bank account of H4K.
All right. And here comes the toggle.
They better toggle something on, because right now
Maybe
it's
the
just
monitors?
it looked like a rough T side, one where they were sort of taking mid, but that was the only saving grace that they had. No pressure at all on that B side. A main was a difficult battle, and now here as they swap over to CT, it's all the space in the world for the pretty Penne.
Yeah, and now this is our last gasp. What do you say to a team? You know, once again asked the earlier IGL question. You find yourself in this precarious position. Quick time out to let up SCL.
Okay, they've not started 3B this time. And it's a good read because fast A is the call from the Penne. Parrish cuts the first down, will get traded, but Jordan finds 2 back in response. Snow and Bob, they'd thrown some util. They'd been far away, but now they gotta come in themselves. That's a bit of a miss smoke. Snow trying to spam through a smoke will get found out. And Bob, this is really just a chance to rob away the economy. Take down a couple of players before you inevitably go out of this one. I don't think this is a very likely 1v4 at all.
Don't cast or curse them. They are isolated.
Tell me how it happens then. Tell me how it happens. He sneaks past the first, grabs him in the side, instant one tap into the next, and now he's got the sight and the bomb. What, he taps bomb and kills one? Oh, Bob, you can't win CSC
Not like
Challenger
this.
quarterfinals like this.
You can't get away with this one. Not like this. And once again, the CT's isolating.
Bob found Fountain, taps it. Oh, doesn't expect heaven, though. Bob, oh, unfortunate.
I will say, the amount of caster curse we gave almost works. Like, tell me, how does he does this? Kill.
I was going for the setup of the, like, Cadian 1v4. Where they're like, oh, he knifes the first, gets an off, da-da-da. And then he starts actually doing it.
I was like,
I would have loved for that to happen.
does
You
he-
would have seen my machine impression come out. The same one that made Firehawk go, really? When we were in the warm-up. You can't win Challenger quarterfinals like this!
no. It was funny. You were like, okay, tell me, how do they do this? Immediate double kill.
I guess that's how! Again.
You
Mid
can't win pro
basically
games
given
like
up.
this.
Playing so far back.
Give away the
Oh,
first kill in
Parrish
the
wants to
E-box.
search E-box. If you're gonna search E-box, you need flashes, you need smokes on
Bob gets
T-stairs.
one
You
more, and that
can't
gives
just
him
fall
the
down like
opportunity.
this. Oh no. Jal using util to just clear out main.
Yeah, it's looking like they're gonna group up towards B. Jal's just using this to keep the A player there. Jordan is able to get the kill
Ooh.
though.
Wait, but that could be huge because now they know they've stacked 2 in towards this B side. Yes has refreshed a smoke. They're trying to shove 3 players up E-box. But I mean this is a difficult one. Especially with Yes in position like that, with a great find, but overswings,
Bob gets one.
overcooks it, the NA overfight, and Jordan now has to come up clutch. 1v2 straight from the E-box side.
Discovered D-box. There we go.
Mup holding on to it, but doesn't get the kill, and the miss! BD Vong, the one shot that they needed to hit to close it out, but instead we keep fighting. 6 rounds now, up to 7 for the CT side as the Tilted Togglers Or as the HUD prefers to say, one single tilted toggle.
Yeah, they thought maybe they had it. They had the man advantage, but unfortunately, uncharacteristic for BD Vong, misses the, I will call it, not incredibly difficult kill, and that gives tilted toggers a little bit more life.
They just
That's
needed to
now
be
just
playing
gonna
off of
put
each
them-
other. That's all you gotta do.
And to the one in the chat, not liking what he's seeing, he is not having fun. However, hey, you're up 12-7. But they do say, Fuffy, one of the scariest positions to be in is on match point.
Is when you're just about to win. Yeah, but like, you just need one more. It can't be that hard.
Right, Fuffy, if you want to cast a curse him that hard, that's all you, dog. What do you call here? What do you think the T-side strategy is going to be?
If you're on the T side here, you're on a low buy. Fuck it, Rush B.
Looks like UPS read your mind.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're on a low buy. You've barely tested this B site. Send the pistols out and see what happens. Straight into the firing squad. 3 quick frags found. Bob at least gets one back and gets the bomb down. And hey, that's some money. That's something. They don't need to win it off of this round. They just need to get their damage in. As now, unfortunate miss, but Parrish finds the second one with ease, and Jordan cleans up that pizza player. So, 8 now on the board for the Tilted Togglers. And I gotta say, there's hope.
There is in fact hope. They are 4 rounds away from doing the unthinkable.
T-Noodle in chat, full disclosure, let's rush B every round of regulation. I kinda love it. You rush B until like the 10th or 11th round, like until Tilted Togglers are on 10 or
Then you
11,
fake B.
and then you fake B go A. That's what I would do. I would say, guys, we only need to win one.
Guys, this is not regular AVI strategy, of course. Do not record this for future use.
Hey, you can do that, and then you're gonna be like, oh great, we're in this, and I'm just gonna forget what I even said here. Okay? It's all based on the vibes. You can't anti-strat me when I don't know what I'm doing. Snow and Jal up close together. Jal gonna throw his classic set to try and take in towards main. Molly up close. Smoke lands in deep. And Jordan wants to respect it. Not gonna jump up on the table this time. Jal, you do gotta throw the smoke first, because otherwise it does bloom on the Molly. And it doesn't go as deep as you want, because now Jordan is the one who has crept up close. This is gonna be an interesting fight in towards main. Jal holding for it. Jordan, yeah, just backs off. Drops a smoke of his own. Perhaps a bit too early. It's going to fade in time for an A exec to be possible, but at the same time, it's B pressure. Snow here to take E-box. They've got B main. Bombs over towards it, and it looks like that's their final destination.
Would not surprise me if the H4K IGL was like, Jordan, I swear to God,
If you die A main,
we're gonna have a problem.
well,
So
no
they're
mistakes
expecting
can
the
be afforded.
mid-pressure, but they're just gonna walk out onto B, and only 2 men.
Here
on
comes the
site,
exec.
giving UPS the opportunity.
Oh, only
Good
one.
trades coming in.
Only one. Werewolf drops the bomb, but again traded. And it's main advantage. It's main advantage
Another
for the Pretty
retake.
Penny. This is where they could close it all. Snow in towards E-box. Wants to go for this fight. It's a bit of a risk, but it's rewarded. Parrish now alone with the op. An
Alright,
experienced
Katie, what do we
player, but doesn't matter. All that experience, the nerves still set in. You were the #1 seed coming into this, and now you are 1 round away from losing it all. 1 death away, and it will be sealed. BD Vong with the final frag, and Pretty Penne, an amazing upset. 2-0, taking down the Tilted Togglers and making their way into the CHALLY semifinals.
Wow, what a great ending for them, and they are able to take down the 1 seed. Another top seed goes down in these playoffs. It's been a crazy season, very March Madness-esque. You never know who's going to win, who's going to falter to the pressure, and this time it is H4K.
It's a rough one, but looking at the season, they only really played 3 maps, and a lot of those maps were so close. I feel like everything just went right. It was all sunshine and rainbows, but then one problem happens, one thing goes wrong, one team is just a little bit more prepared, and I mean, they're not used to best of 3s either. And so that's kind of the curse of being the top seed. But hey, happens to the best of us. All that we can look now is look forward towards the upcoming semifinals and then finals as well here in CHALLY, as UPS are going to be hoping to make it all the way there. Congratulations to all of them. I mean, BD Vong, an amazing performance. Snow with some crazy heroics. But also, like, Jal, the new join. Shout out Jal. One of these teams that made a roster change relatively recently. And, hey, it's working out.
Wonder
so
who
far.
gave them that player, you know?
I wonder who had that player before. I
They
wonder.
just didn't know how to use them.
I taught him everything he knows, except for all the things that he already knew, and except for all the new things that he learned after playing with me. But anyways, enough about that. Enough about teams that are out of playoffs. Let's look at the one that is in. Upsetty Spaghetti. I mean, that's a nice scalp to take, as they now move in to next week's semifinals. It's either against FNL or JDM. And so I want to do a quick little check on the ongoing matches here in Challenger, as it's FNL. FNL took it. And so FNL versus UPS, going to be a fun one to see. A battle of a lot of players I've gotten to know. Shout out Packy's Discord server. As on the other side, we have Boa, who are going to be taking on the winners of Nan and T, who are currently 6-6 tied on map 3. So that's an exciting one to keep your eye on. We'll see that score come in eventually on the website, but for now, I think that's about all for our stream. Hawkish, thank you very much for joining me on the cast. This has been a bunch of fun.
We always love a good AVI cast. We tend to dominate a lot of different CSC casts, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you next time in CSC.